so I usually explore abandoned places with my friends, but I decided to go alone this time, as it was across the field from my apartment. It was around 11 PM when I got my gear and set out across the dark expanse. As I approached the building, which used to be an old 8-story VA hospital, I thought I heard voices coming from one of the broken windows upstairs.
Can you see him? Maybe. I think I can see him. He doesn't see us though.
I was about to shine my light up and investigate when I saw a police car turning onto the road in front of the hospital. I quickly hopped over the brick wall into an outdoor area used for patients. I stayed close to the wall as I watched the vehicle drive by slowly, then speed off with their lights blaring. I guess they got a call. I turn around and switch on my small shoulder light, bright enough to see but dim enough that it wouldn't attract any attention right away. I saw a little garden area with different types of flowers, roses, daffodils, and even a few sunflowers that had grown, but they were rotting when I found them. I continue scanning the area when I see a busted-in window. Bingo. I put my gloves on and knocked any excess glass out of the way before hopping over into the building. Upon entering, I turn off my shoulder light and pull out my flashlight. As I move along the corridors of the building, I look into open doorways with graffiti on the walls and wires hanging all around me, snapping photos of different things I find interesting. I find a staircase and march to the top to see if I can get on the roof, but upon getting to the 7th floor, I find the staircase blocked with junk and old medical equipment. I exit onto the 7th floor, then find a map partially covered with someone's expressive art, if you catch my drift. Looking at the parts I can understand, I locate myself in another staircase on the opposite corner of the building from me. As I started walking, I stopped to hear what I thought were footsteps. Turning around, I activated my flashlight's brightest mode. I drew my weapon and analysed my surroundings, expecting to find someone, but no one was there. I get to the other staircase without an issue, and get up to the roof to take some photos of the city skyline and the mountains nearby. Just west of my location, as I came back down to the 7th floor, I tried to push the door open to go into the hallway, but I couldn't. It felt like something was blocking it. At first I thought that something must have fallen, as it was a run-down place, but then I remembered the noises I heard from earlier, before I even got inside. The voices. Someone must be in here with me. I went down the stairs some more until the 4th floor, blocked again by junk. I entered the hallway cautiously and found that this was the mental ward. As I saw a straitjacket on the floor covered in drops of what looked like blood. I look at the map for this floor. I begin to hear voices approaching from behind, turn around to find a young girl with dark hair and pale skin, looking at me.
Mister.
We stare at each other for what feels like the longest time before a door slams next to me, making me jump and drop my flashlight, causing it to shut off. Dropping down to grab it, I hear the shuffling of feet all around me. I shone the flashlight around the hallway and turned around to see if that girl was still there, but she was gone, only a white gown in a pile on the ground. Now completely freaked out, I quickly shuffle through the halls looking for the window I entered from. I find a different window that immediately opens up to the street opposite where I need to be. I hop over and turn around to look up at the building and take my photo from the bottom looking up like I normally do after I explore a building. I snap the photo with a quick flash and head home. I got home with no hassle, but I felt like I was being watched as I walked back home. I plug in my camera and start the transfer process for the photos so I can go through, edit and post the photos I find the most fascinating or the most creepy. I went through expecting to find some good stuff, but what I found terrified me beyond words. After getting to the floor where I saw the girl, every photo I took had her in it. At first she was far away, and it was hard to see. But as I kept scrolling through, the closer she got, and the bigger her smile became. I felt chills run through my body, and jumped back into my chair as I got to the last photo I took before I left, the one looking up at the building, getting closer to examine the picture, I see dozens of faces looking down at me with piercing, glowing eyes. I shut my laptop as I feel like they were all looking at me through the photograph. I don't think I'll be going back there, ever again.